Now we are going to start the first class of UGC Net Paper 1. That is, we are taking the first unit, that is teaching aptitude. So I think we can make it small topics and discuss in different classes and make it easy for you for your exams. On this first class, we are discussing only 3 topics of the first unit, that is teaching aptitude, teaching as a tripolar method, and teaching supporting system. So we are discussing only 3 subtopics of the first unit of the teaching aptitude in this video. Okay, so listen carefully. First we are discussing the syllabus. Okay, the teaching aptitude syllabus. So you will get an idea what all the things are in it. After going through that, we are going to the subtopics we already mentioned earlier. Okay, first the unit 1, it is teaching aptitude. On the first topic, okay, they are discussing about what is teaching, its concepts, its objectives, the levels of teaching, that is the memory level, understanding level, reflective level, okay, what all the characteristics of the teaching. All these things are discussing in the unit 1 teaching aptitude, okay. After the teaching, the next main person is the learner. Okay, so a teacher should have a correct knowledge about the learner also. The learner's characteristics also should be known by the teacher. The characteristics of adolescents, adult learners, that is their academic level, their social level, their emotional level, how one individual is different from another, then only the teacher is able to understand each and every student and to give the correct correct learning or correct teaching to the students. Okay, so the teacher should have a capacity to know the learner. So we are learning about the learner also here. Next is factors affecting the teaching. Okay, what all are the things that is needed for a teaching and how it is affecting the teacher in a positive manner, in a negative manner, how it is affecting the teacher, the student, all these things are discussing. Okay, next thing is the method of teaching in the institution. Different methods are there. Online method is there, offline method is there. Most of the institutions are offline. We have to have a direct interaction with the students. That is always good because the teacher is able to understand the students more easily and more in a more lively manner. Okay, so online method, and also we are able to teach well, but we are losing the direct interaction of the student. So different methods are there, and those who are going for the jobs and all, if they want to study, and they are getting lot of online courses are available now. The PG classes are available now. Central government is giving different classes for them and all. So here we are discussing about Swayam Prabha most. They are asking a lot of questions from all these things. Okay, so you have to go through them very clearly. When I take the classes, you just listen them very properly. Okay, teaching supporting system. So today we are discussing about it. Teaching supporting system, 3 systems is the traditional, modern and ICT based. Today in the class we discuss these 3 methods. Next is the evaluation system. The teacher should know how to evaluate the student, then only she is able to impart the knowledge in a proper way. And the choice based credit system is discussing here, and the computer based testing is there. Now we are doing the net exam in computer based testing, is it? So we have to know all these things. Then innovatives are coming in the evaluation system. All these things we have to know. So this is the syllabus of the unit 1, that is teaching aptitude. In this teaching aptitude, today we are discussing only 3 points. First one is teaching aptitude. What is teaching aptitude? Okay, a teacher, what is the role of a teacher? A teacher should know how to teach. Okay, what is teaching? Teaching is that when a teacher teaches student, she is able to change the behavior of the student. That is the first aim of a teacher. The teacher should know to change the behavior of the student. If she molds the student in a right and proper way, then a teaching has happened there. So that is the teaching aptitude. So teaching aptitude, first we are discussing the main point, that is the teaching aptitude. What is the teaching? Teaching is to change. Main aim is to change the behavior of the student. We have to change the behavior of the student. And not only to change the behavior, we are giving a lot of knowledge. The teacher is giving the knowledge to the students, imparting the knowledge. Impart means to give, okay, to give the knowledge to the students. That is also is the duty of a teacher. So teacher is two duties are there. One is to change the behavior of the student, next to impart the knowledge. And teacher should have a good communication skill should be needed. The communication process has to be taken place. If there is no communication in a classroom, then the teacher is not able to impart the knowledge or to change the behavior of a student. A good teacher should have a good communication skill. So communication skill is an important thing needed in a teaching aptitude. So three things are needed. One is to change the behavior of the student. Next, to impart the knowledge, to able to give the knowledge. And the third thing is that to give the communication process in a proper way. And we always heard a word aptitude. What is aptitude? It is a natural ability to do something. We should have some innate ability. Innate means inborn ability to do something. Okay, that ability has to be come out for a teacher to give knowledge to a student. If she is able to understand a student, then only she is able to mold the character of the student and to make him a good person. So it's a great role of a teacher. So teaching aptitude clearly visible to us. What all the things a teacher should need it. Okay, a teacher should be, how the teaching should be is clearly mentioned in this teaching aptitude. Okay, clear. Next we are talking about teaching as a tripolar. Tri means three. Teaching is a tripolar process. Three poles is there. One is teacher, next is student, next is behavior. Okay. Teacher is doing something on the student to make changes to the behavior. Okay, behavior here, surroundings is the surrounding is very important. In this, it is put forwarded by John Dewey. Okay, John Dewey has put forward this tripolar idea. He said that teacher and student both are active. Okay, when the teacher is saying something to the student is listening and reacting back to the teacher. So a communication is happening there. So both of them are active. But the surrounding it is very passive. That is, it can be a classroom or it can be any other place or whatever it is. Okay, surrounding should be passive. So teacher is active, student is active, but the surrounding is always passive. This is another idea put forwarded by whom? By John Dewey. Okay, John Dewey put forward idea, that is tripolar. So we have studied now 2 points. One is teaching aptitude. Teaching aptitude is nothing. It is to change the behavior of the student, to impart the knowledge, and third thing is the communication. Aptitude means the innate ability. Okay, then we talk about the tripolar process, that the teacher is active, student is active, and behavior, okay, the surrounding, it is passive. It is put forward by John Dewey. Next we are going to the next small topic, that is the variables of teaching. It is an important area. Sometimes they will ask question from this area, the variables of teaching. There are three variables is there. Okay, understood? You understood it properly. Independent variable. Independent means the teacher. Teacher is the independent variable. Teacher has no need to depend on something else. Okay, teacher is an independent variable, and dependent variable is the student. The student is always depending on the teacher. Okay, student is depending on the teacher. So the dependent person, who is the dependent person? Student. And intervening variables means that all the things that is constituting to this teaching, what all the things that help to the teaching is called intervening variables. That is, examples is given, interaction between the independent and dependent variable. Okay, if a teaching has to be happen, there should be an interaction between teacher and student. If it is in a proper way, then only the teaching and learning take place. So that also come in intervening variable. Teaching aids are used by the teacher. It also helps for the teaching. Methods that helps the teaching. All these things come under the intervening variable. Understand? So three variables are there. One is independent. Independent is the teacher. Dependent is the student. And intervening is that which all those things that constitute the forward. All those things that constitute the teaching and learning process. Teaching and learning process, what all the things is constituting, that is called intervening variable. So we have studied what is variables of teaching. Next, we are talking about the teaching supporting system. Here, this is the another small topic of the unit. One, that is teaching aptitude. Teaching should have a supporting system. What is supporting system? When we are doing a teaching, we need some kind of supports. Tools that improve the student's achievement by building capacity in a teacher. So a teacher has some capacities. If it is has to be increase or to improve, some things are we needed. That is called support. Okay, supportive system is needed for a teacher. Teacher should have a capacity, but to improve or increases the capacity, we need some kind of supporting system. So the three things are there. One is traditional, second is modern, third is ICT. Three methods is there for this. Okay, teaching supporting system. Three is the traditional, modern, and ICT. The first one is the traditional type. Okay, that is the first one, chalk to talk. No doubt, writing on the blackboard. Traditional means the teacher is standing there, students are sitting, they are keeping quiet, they are just listening to the class. Okay, the teacher is writing on the board. Chalk to talk means the traditional method. Conventional customary education. Conventional means the old way, not that Gurukula system or all. We are talking about the present type, that is not the present. Some days before, we know that some earlier ways, usually what do the teacher stands there and take the lectures, the students just listen, and there is no interactions, just communication is happening. That is that method. Okay, traditional chalk to talk method. Conventional customary method. Conventional means traditional way. Okay, the teacher is the center and the student just has to listen. There is no interaction between the teacher and interaction is happening, but the student cannot question the teacher. Okay, it is teacher centered. Traditionally is teacher centered. It is guru is all, and student has a very less important. Teacher, what the teacher say, that is right. Nobody can question it, nobody can challenge it. Is a direct instruction. Direct instruction means the teacher stands there, gave the lectures, gave the notes. Okay, all these things are happening and nobody can question it, nobody can argue it, just listen to it, just understand it. Okay, teacher is, it's like it is like ruling without any objections. Okay, like that the teacher can stand there. Listening and observation, that is what the students can do. They just sit at the classroom and they just listen and observe, and just what the teacher impart the knowledge, they just receive it and they write for the exams. That's all. Okay, example, Gurukula system, Vedic education. Okay, in the Gurukula system and Vedic education, the Guru is considered next to the Almighty. Okay, next to the Almighty. That much importance is given to the Guru, and no one can question them, and nobody go against the Guru or anything. That much power is vested for the gurus. Even the king will discuss with gurus before they will do some deeds. So that much importance is given in the traditional level. Okay, chalk to talk method is somewhat recent. Okay, some years back. And Gurukula system, we know from that onwards, from this, that is chalk and talk method, till that we call it as a traditional method. Okay, you get an idea. Traditional, you mean that chalk to talk. It is conventional. Conventional means traditional. Teacher is the center. You keep that traditional, teacher centered. Traditional is teacher centered. Direct instruction. Gurukula, we know Gurukula system. The students has to go to live with Guru and they have to do all the duties of Guru's house and stay there. Okay, they should be patient. The Guru gave the Guru imparts knowledge. Okay, they just repeat it. They get the knowledge about it. Okay, nobody can question it. In Vedic education is also as the same way, and later it has changed a little bit, but the same method has followed some years back. Okay, so we can see after the traditional method we have seen the modern. Modern means nowadays. Nowadays, not just before. Student centered. Okay. So after the independence, there come a lot of discussion about these matters, and they put forward idea that the students should be the centered. Students should get an opportunity to ask the questions, they have the opportunity to discuss with the teacher. A teacher should be a facilitator, not rule them as a Hitler. Okay, so modern system give importance to the students. Okay, progressive education means both the teacher and student is like a friendly manner, both can interact with each other, both can impart knowledge each other, they can ask any questions, they can question anything based on the development psychology. It is based on the development psychology. So if they are getting a freedom, they are able to develop better, to become a better citizen. So that is what they have discussed. Hand-on activities means they are doing some activities, not just listening to the lectures. They are doing experiments, they are discussing with the teacher, they are doing some project work. Okay, project based audio video, showing some videos, audios, smart boards are using, teacher is showing a lot of examples for the students, so they are getting the right knowledge, not lecturing alone. Okay, understood. They are able to get all these things from the teacher, so they are getting very happy. They are involving in the learning process. If they are involving in the learning process, they are able to get the education in a better way. That is the importance of the modern system. So modern system is somewhat better than the traditional system. Traditional system is also good, but the only drawback is that the teacher is the center. Okay, teacher, it is teacher centered and no one can question it, and no communication is getting very less. And modern system, the students are getting a lot of communication with the teacher, so they can improve their personality also. The personality can be improved and the teacher can also be updated with them. The next is ICT. You know what is ICT? Information communication technology. That is information communication technology. We know that nowadays the students are always okay, what they are doing, they are sitting before the computers or laptops or phone, whatever it is, that is iPhones, Android phones, whatever phones it is, they are able to sit and they are able to get the knowledges on their tips of the hands. Okay, tips of their hands. They are getting the knowledges. They can sit at home. Nowadays, when the pandemic is pandemic happened, what happened is that pandemic happened, what happened, education system has changed from the offline to the online. So the students are sitting at their home, they are able to get all their study materials, their classes at home through this kind of system. Okay, ICT is helping for all these things through network system is in the ICT. That is the main thing. Support the information, there is a lot of information in the network. They can ask any question in the information technology is bringing a lot of knowledge to the students. If they are doing a project, they are getting a lot of information from the network. Okay, teacher directed learning. So it contains two types of learning. Teacher directed learning means teacher is also involving and according to the improvement of a person. Okay, okay, it is an individual learning can be do by the ICT, because if a person is learning fastly, we can give more and more works to that person and he can improve his better way. Okay, so teacher directed learning is the learner directed learning is that one individual has to develop his own way. He is making his learning in his own way and making the education system. Open education resources means that is lot of online education systems is available for us. Okay, Soyam is the Soyam Prabha is there. Okay, MOOC is the, so a lot of things is there. Open education is resources is open for all the students. They if they are doing some jobs, they can study as a part-time way. So a lot of things is happening to the for the any person can study at any time. ICT, that is there is the access is only important. You can access it from any place. You can access it from any place, any time, anywhere. Okay, if it is night time, no problem. If it is 24 into 7. ICT is 24 into 7. Not like the modern system or the traditional system. It is time bounded, but ICT is not time bounded. It is always open to all. So it make the students more easily to acquire the knowledge. So teaching support system, three is there. One is traditional, second is modern, and third is ICT. These are the three systems available. So in this class we discussed main things, only three things, that is the what is teaching aptitude. We have studied teaching aptitude. Next we studied tripolar process, and next is the teaching support system. Teaching support system, you know, it is three is there. One is traditional, second is modern, and third is ICT. I think you know you get an idea about these three topics. Okay, what is teaching aptitude? I think you get an idea about it, that to change the behavior, the communication is there, all these things I have to keep that in mind. Tripolar, three is the teacher, student, and the background. Okay, these things, three things, it is by put forward by John Dewey. And next we talked about the which one, that is the teaching supporting system, that is traditional, modern, and ICT. So we discussed all these things. I think we have to stop our class with these main points on, and we can discuss. Okay, we can discuss other small topics from this unit 1 in the next class. Till then you study well all these topics. Okay, make notes about it, and see the video lectures, and subscribe this channel and listen to the classes. Keep on studying, try hard, you can surely crack your exam. Study well. We can meet on the next class. Okay, thank you.